Hello dear students, again welcome back in our video lecture series on structural analysis 1. So in today's lecture, that is on module 3, lecture number 12, we are continuing our discussion on analysis of fixed beam with the help of some numericals. So what is the objective of this course? So after the completion of this lecture, you would be able to solve problem on fixed beam subjected to uniformly distributed load. So first of all, let's recap what we have learned in previous sessions. So in previous some sessions, we have discussed about the standard loading cases on the fixed beam, that is central point load, non-central point load, UDL over the entire span, and 2-point loads at equidistance. So these 4 standard cases we have seen, the analysis and the formulas for the fixed end beam in these different cases. So as we already derived formulas for fixed end moments for a fixed beam with central point load, that is MA will be equals to MB and WL by 8, and fixed end moment for the beam subjected to uniformly distributed load over the span or throughout the span will have same magnitude of fixed end moments, that is MA or MB will be equal, and formula for which will be WL square by 12. So these things which we have discussed in previous sessions and derived these formulas. So let's start today's session. In this session we are going to solve a simple numerical with the help of these studies or formulas which we already did. So here there is a numerical on your screen. You can see a fixed beam of span 4 meter which carries an UDL of 25 kilonewton per meter, which is over the entire length of the beam. We have to draw shear force and bending moment diagrams and also indicate the values. Okay, so based on this, let's draw a loading diagram. So loading diagram will be like this. You can see in the picture that both ends fixed of span 4 meter apart, and this AB whole span subjected to a UDL of 25 kilonewton per meter throughout the span. So based on the data given, we have drawn the loading diagram. Now let's start solution. So before starting solution, let's summarize the given data. What is given? So in this numerical, it has given span of the beam as 4 meter, UDL of magnitude 25 kilonewton, which is acting over the entire span per unit length. Now for simply supported conditions. So as we know that for a fixed beam, analysis of fixed beam, we will split the fixed beam subjected to some type of vertical loading into 2 parts or into 2 simple beams. So in which we consider first simply supported beam subjected to vertical loading only, and in another case we will consider simply supported subjected to end moments or end couples. So first of all, for simply supported beam conditions subjected to only UDL, we know that maximum bending moment will act at a midpoint or at the center of the beam, which is of magnitude WL square by 8. This which we already discussed in previous sessions as well as in strength of material subject. So simply putting the values, we will get the maximum bending moment for simply supported beam subjected to UDL condition. So just operate your calci, put these values. So load is given as 25 kilonewton per meter. Span we know it's 4 meter. So WL square by 8. So we will get answer as a 50 kilonewton meter. This will be the maximum bending moment in case of simply supported condition. So what about fixed end moments? So due to the symmetry, we can again say the fixed end moment will be equal. It is fixed end moment at support A will be equal to fixed end moment at support B. So by mistake it comes A. So but it is fixed end moment at A will be equal to fixed end moment at B. So we can say MA equals to MB, and we know the formula for such condition as WL square by 12. So again here W is 25 kilonewton per meter, span is of 4 meter, so 25 into 4 square by 12, we will get fixed end moments MA or MB as 33.33 kilonewton. Okay. Now what about the maximum positive bending moment? So in the diagram you can see, when we overlap simply supported bending moment diagram over the end moment bending moment diagram, we will get net moment. Okay, so that net moment will be obtained by simply subtracting maximum positive bending moment in case of simply supported minus the hogging moment in case of end moment. So in our case, maximum positive moment for simply supported beam as a 50, and for hogging we have obtained 33.33. So net moment at center or at midpoint will be 50 minus 33, which will become positive, that is positive 16.67 kilonewton meter. So this will be our maximum positive final bending moment. So what about maximum negative? Same as that of fixed end moments, which is acting at the supports. So we have got maximum positive moment as at 16.67 kilonewton meter at the midpoint, and maximum negative bending moment, this hogging moment, of magnitude 33.33 kilonewton at the supports. So what about the reaction? So again, due to symmetry, support reaction will be equal, or we can say support reaction at A will be equals to support reaction at B, that is of magnitude total load divided by 2, that is WL by 2. So we will get support reaction RA equals to RB equals to 50 kilonewton. Okay, note it down. So what we have find till now, we have first drawn loading diagram. After that, we have obtained maximum hogging moment in case of simply supported condition. Sorry, maximum sagging moment in case of simply supported condition. After that, we have obtained fixed end moments in case of fixed end conditions with the help of formula. Then we have obtained maximum or net maximum positive and negative bending moments. And now we have obtained the reactions which are equal at both the supports. So let's draw shear force and bending moment diagram with the help of these values which we have obtained. So this is the loading diagram. Now simply by overlapping the positive simply supported bending moment diagram, that is parabolic curve, over the rectangular negative bending moment diagram, that is fixed end moment diagram, we will get the final bending moment. So you can see here there are 2 points where moment is going to change. Okay, so these points are point of contraflexion. Now again at the center we will get the maximum positive as a 16.67, this much amount you can see in the diagram, and this is maximum negative, that is 33.33 kilonewton. Now what about this distance? So we can also find this distance. How to find this distance? So as we have discussed, by simply considering a section at a distance x from support A. So by considering section at a distance x, we will take moment at that section, that is mx, and we know that at point of contraflexion moments are 0. So by equating that moment taken at section with 0, we will get this distance. Again, due to symmetry, this distance of point of contraflexion from both the supports for these 2 points will be same. So likewise we can also mark the position of this point of contraflexion. Now what about shear force diagram now? So we have obtained both shear force as equal due to the symmetry of loading. Now due to moment or end couples, one of the support will take positive shear force and one of the support will take negative shear force. Hence diagram will be like this. So half portion will be a positive triangular and second half portion will be negative triangular shear force diagram. So likewise we can draw the shear force diagram for a fixed beam subjected to UDL over the entire span. So hope you have understood this. So note it down. So in part 2 of this session in next upcoming session we will again solve one more numerical on the fixed beam subjected to UDL. Okay, thank you.